Hello and welcome to Stretch. Today I want to take you through something called progressive release. I made that up. It can be done without a band or a stretchy thing, but if you have one around, you can use that too. We're not going to do it for everything. I'll just show you when we're going to put it in and when we're not. So I would like us to start on our backs. So let's take ourselves down, curl yourself all the way down. Separate your glutes from your rib cage, wiggle your upper body up. And we're going to start with just some breathing. You're going to put your hand at cactus, which means your elbows across from your shoulder. You're going to keep your head down looking at the ceiling. Inhale in and exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just get ourselves warmed up. Inhale and exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Leave those arms there. Take the legs nice and long. Drop them side to side. Same thing, breathing in. Getting everything just a little bit loose. But of course, it's going to be progressive. So we know that things are going to be slowly loosened up anyway. All right, we're going to do 4 more of these. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now I'd like you to bring one leg up. Just hold it right there. I'd like you to unbend it. So take it up and down. We're pointing slightly. We're not trying to create a huge, big muscle extension here. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. I'm just going to try to open our bodies up a little bit at a time. 1. Right, you got your toes pointed up there. Your leg can be as straight as you can make it. You're going to bend it down and push up into a flex. You're going to bend it down and push it up into a point. You're going to bend down and push it up into a flex. Keep going into a point. Every time you do something, you're going to give it a nice exhale. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to do about 3 more of the sets. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. About 2 more sets. Push and push. And then last one, push and push. Now you're taking it into the point and then turning it to the outside. So the knee, if it's a left knee, it's going to the left. If it's a right knee, it's going to the right. So take it out and in. So we're just trying to work front, back, side, side because we're not grids. Good. Out and good. Nice. And 4 more. 4. This one's a little faster. 3, because you got so much hinging here, right? 2 and 1. Now, if you have a band, you can do this. If you don't, you just can do it with your hand or not touch at all. And you're just going to hinge in a little bit. So let's say you're taking your leg just over your hip band right here, just holding it right there. Now we're going to breathe into it. Nice. I find my yoga strap. The more you choke up on the band, the more you're going to get security in holding that leg. Now, I'd like you to push the other leg out. There you go. Right. So we're staying right here and we're letting it go out to the side. And you can take the band off for that or you can keep it on. I'm going to take it off. Let's try and pick it up. Try not to let the other glute come off the floor. You want to secure your body down because you know, anchors. I love anchors. You know me, I love anchors. All right. Just breathe into it. You can feel that extension. Everything's releasing. And then bring it back up. And then we're going to come down just a little bit more. So if you can use your band or grab on with your hand, bring it down just a little bit more. Adding a breath really helps you bring it down. So let's do that. Big inhale and exhale. So we add a little bit of a breath. The other thing that helps the hamstring release on the opposite side is massaging the hip crease on the opposite leg, right? So this is actually releasing the groin muscle. The groin muscle goes across here into that hamstring, right? And so you get a little bit more loosening. Just hold it there and breathe into it. Now you're going to put your hand inside and take it out to the side again. A little bit more distance this time. Breathing into it. Nice. And then bring it back up. Try to go to where you were and then curl your body up toward it. That's going to open your back up as you stare through your thighs. You're going to bring it as close to the head as possible. Reach the other arm away. Good. Beautiful. Now lie down, keeping that opening. And then you're going to take the other hand, put that hand out, and cross your body with that leg. It's going to be a little bit tighter. Looking at the ceiling this time, not away from it. We'll get to that later. Then you're going to bend that knee, bring it back in, take it up again. Now, what we're going to do is bend it first, then take it to the side. Now, look away, look toward the reaching hand, and now extend the leg. So you've got this parallel extension across your body. You will feel that in your shoulder. You will feel it in your lats. You will feel it in your waist. It feels really, really astonishing, right? Beautiful. Nice. And then bring it back up and circle across the body to the outside. Stabilize yourself. Yay. Good. 4 more. 4 and 3. Big ones. 2 and 1. Reverse. Take it across. 1 and 2 and 3. Breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Leave that leg up at the top. Bring the other leg to tabletop and bring it all the way up. And you might see a difference in the length of the legs. All right, you're going to take that other leg down, the one you just worked. We're not done with it, but we're done with it for now. So bend and flex, bend and point, bend and flex, bend and point, bend and flex, bend and point. Good. We're halfway there. Feeling the extension. Now, of course, it's going to feel different on each side. This is my more stiff side. Got 3 more. And so it takes a little bit more work for me. 2 more. And point. And last one. And point. Now you're going to take it out to the side. Ooh, and it. Out and in. Feeling that rotation. Yay. Good. Out and in. 4 more after this. And 3. And 2. And 1. Okay, this is the time you can use the band or not use the band. We're going to just take it to the hinge. So just right over that waistband. Excellent. Just hold it right there. We're going to just hold. Just want to get it in there. Whatever like your first stopping point is, right? Where you feel like, okay, I feel the stretch. And then that's where you stop. There's no, it's different on everybody. So it's like, okay, I feel the stretch right here. Good. Now we're going to take it out to that side. We're not looking away yet. The other glute is trying to stay on the floor. Okay, you're going to bring it back up and slide that leg out, and then you're going to try to get your bigger stretch. Lower and lower again, that opportunity to massage your hip crease. Good, or use the band if you feel particularly stiff. Trying to get more opening here. Yay. This one feels like it's made of a different material than the rest of my body. It feels like it's made of iron or something. It's so hard. Nice. And then take it out to the side again. Get that opening. You're going to look away this time. Feeling that long stretch across the body. Then you're going to bring it back up and curl yourself up to that leg and try to get that big long extension here. You're looking between the thighs and reaching with the opposite arm. Nice. Lay yourself back down and let it hold. Yowies. Now you're going to take that reaching arm across and you're going to take the leg over and get it as far as you can get it, keeping that shoulder down. Beautiful. Get some really good lower body openings. Day is sunny where I live. You can take a walk, go to the gym after, go to farmer's market. Then you bring it up and you pull it back in. And this time you're going to bend the knee and then take it across and then extend it. Ah, that's a big difference on this side. I love all the feelings, all the stretches I'm getting in addition to just that lower body stretch. It goes all the way through my body. Nice. And then you're going to bring it up, take it around 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good look at the ceiling for this. 6. Make sure you're crossing over. 7 and 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I hit furniture. 6, 7, and 8. Now slide that other leg in. Slide this leg beside it. Next progression. Now there's lots. Okay, we're going to cross the leg over in the number 4 position and push it with our hand inside that thigh. And then you're going to rock the foot that it's on the mat to the edges, to the side edges. And you're going to get that nice opening feeling. This is kind of your warm up for this progression. Beautiful. And last set. Now bring it back to center and slide the heel on top of the knee. You're going to go in the direction of the upper body. So if your top leg is the right, that's what you're going to. Arms are out at the side and you drop it over. And of course, looking away helps provide, in this case, a really nice hip stretch, right? And it comes up the side. Then you bring it up and take it to the opposite side, looking in the other direction. And that one you'll feel in your obliques and your lats and your shoulders. Beautiful. And then bring it back up. Then you slide the leg over the top so that there's no space between the legs. And then you drop it to the first side again, and you'll feel how much more you get in that hip opener. That's kind of crazy good because you're pressing down with that leg. If it hurts your knee at all, stick with the last one. Bring it up and take it to the other side because it is a little bit of a squeeze. And then bring it back to center. Let's do that on the other side. First in the number 4 position, and we rock the edges of the foot for 8, 2, feeling that waist work, 3, so it's getting some release, 4, feels great down our lats, 5, good, 6, good job, 7, nice, and 8, both sides, there we go. Then the heel is on top of the knee, and we drop it to the side of the top leg and look away. And breathe in and up, and then you're taking it the other way. Oh, this is such a good stretch. And I feel actual progress because of the stretch. It makes me know that stretches are working. All right, cross it all the way over. Take it to the first side again. And then to the second side. And then bring it back to center. Release those legs, bring them to tabletop, right here. Then take them all the way up. And we're going to warm up for opening. So we're going to cross, 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 open. Cross the other way on the top, open, then bring the back leg up, cross, 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 open. Good. You can look at the ceiling. Cross, open, cross, 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 open, cross, 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 open, cross, 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 two more, cross, 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 open, cross, 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 hold. All right, from here, point, bend in, flex, bend in, point, bend in, flex, bend in, point. Good. Flex. Nice job. Point and flex. Hold it into a flex. Rotate the foot toward the mat. So you're trying to take your big toe toward the floor. You're putting your knee, lowering your knee to the floor, and you're feeling that big, big turn. It's really apparent in the knee what you're doing here, right? You might have a little bit of a bent knee, and that's just fine. Now point that leg, keep that rotation. Now point it all the way in. Rotate those knees toward each other. Beautiful. Now release them back to the center and then bring the legs all the way up. Beautiful job. Now you're going to bend them halfway. Good. So you're in that 45. You're going to take your legs out, pushing right below the knee inside the inner thigh. Right here. Getting that nice, strong opening. We can feel it from our groin all the way to our knee and beyond. Beautiful. Now, what I'd like to do is put your hand behind and bring the knees toward the waist and then hold. You can feel this behind in the lumbar, right? So we're shifting from the abductor adductors to include the lumbar and getting it in, right? So we have this kind of halfway, kind of almost happy baby pose. All right, now we'll take it full on happy baby pose by holding the outside or the inside of your feet, whichever feels more comfortable or palatable to you, and hold it right here. So you're opening up the back so much, and that's where we're going next. All right, we're going to do some interesting back things on our backs first, and then we're going to move around to our belly. So what I'd like you to do, first of all, this is back and chest, is, of course, you can't work the back without the chest, is put your palms toward each other and your elbows right beside your waist. You push into the floor and bring your head to the top of your head on the mat, and you're opening your throat. This is kind of a fish-based exercise if you know yoga, right? You're just pushing. I want you to stay here longer than we usually do. Pushing those shoulder blades together, you're opening that chest. Now, what's really important in this kind of position is that we do a counter stretch. So you're going to push in, lower down, put the hands behind you, crossing onto the other shoulders, and then curling yourself up in the other direction. Nice. Now, I want you to release your hands, stay where you are, put them at your side, the sides of your thighs, and curl up just a little bit more. So you're opening the top vertebrae, which we don't often pay attention to in this position. We either do the whole back or we do the upper vertebrae, cobra on the other side, which we will do soon. All right, right here. So release that back. And sometimes this would be one of the best stretches you could do if you're on computers a lot, right? So you're looking between your thighs. All right, you're going to push your legs out and then bring yourself up to seated. Right? Now we're going to put our hands right beside our thighs and hinge. So you're creating a length, right? Your head is looking at your toes and you have this hinge. All right, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Now, before you hinge forward, I want you to try to take your elbows down. Put your elbows to the floor. You don't have to reach. I just want you to do the activity of taking your elbows to the floor. That is going to bring your chest closer to your thighs. Now reach your hands forward, and if you can grab your ankle, shin, or feet, you want to take this all the way over. Nice. And slide it up. And then relax your shoulders down. Now, we're going to take our arms up and we're going to get punched in the belly, right? And curl ourselves back. We're curled and we're getting that back opening in a kind of different direction. We're going to do 4 of these. Take it back. In the center position, take it up. You feel like you're in Pilates right now. The hands are in front of the ears. They're not right up out of the shoulders. Exhaling back because that's your opener, and then pull it back in and lift. And then take it back. This is your last one from the center. Good. Now, I want you to hold your right arm over your left wrist, and we're going to go to the right 4 times. And back to center. Go to the right. And back to center. Good. Lift up as you come up because you want it to separate at the top. So don't just come to seated. Lift yourself up. That's why I have you in the grip. All right. So you're going to push that arm right up to the corner of that room. Up to the corner of that room. Yeah. There we go. And up. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Grip the other side and same thing. Come down and then make it a lift. Yes. Come down and make it a lift. Come down. We all do cat-cow all the time. We don't realize there's so much cat-cow and everything else that we do. Curl down and make it a lift. Nice. You're going to tuck those legs over and come around to your belly. All right, we're going to do some of this stuff in a reverse position. So you're going to stretch those arms all the way out, right? You're going to feel that extension all the way down your body. I just want it to be lengthening right now. Then bring those elbows to the sides, and you're going to push up halfway. I want you to push and hold. Looking down at your mat. Don't push your head back on your neck, looking ahead at the edge of your mat. And bring those elbows down. We have nice wide elbows right now. And then bring it up again. We're going to do this one 4 times. And bring it down. As you bring it down, there should be some big generosity between your shoulders. Right? 2 more. Pull that belly in as you go up and pull it in as you go down. We do not want the belly to be pushing into the floor. Good. And 1 more time. Just that halfway point. And then bring it in. Now we're going to bring those arms in more. Good. And then go up into a full lift. And bring it down to the elbows. Bring it all the way up, looking ahead, and then lowering your eyes to the mat. You follow the exercise with your eyes. 2 more. Good. Feel a little bit of a squeeze at the bottom, and we're going to take care of that in a minute. And last one. Good. Now put those hands out at the mat distance. You're on the edges of the mat. Your feet are flat on the floor, and you're going to push yourself all the way up and all the way back. Reaching with your hands, but the emphasis, I'd like to have it backwards instead of in your hands. All right, so the hands are just reaching in front to extend your lats. Now we're going to take it all the way down again. Take a nice deep breath here, and then take it all the way back. So now we're getting the lower part of our back. We were just doing the upper part. Bring it forward. Nice. And then bring it all the way back. And bring it forward. And then we're going to stay back there. Bring it all the way back. All right, our legs are parallel right now. I'd like you to take your left hand to the left edge of the mat. Take your right hand on top of your left hand. I want you to push into your left hip and just hang on to it. Your head should be between your biceps. Nice. Then let's reverse that. Take it over to the other side and push into that hip. Nice. You're coming back to center. Now, what I'd like you to do is stay on your legs. Now, take your fingers and walk forward with your hands. Walk forward with your hands. We're moving into shoulders a little bit. But you can feel your spin leg get longer and longer. Lift those palms off the mat. Lift the elbows off the mat. This is so long. The stretch is so long down your body. And then lower the hands and flatten them out. Now try to crawl them up a little bit more, crawl them up a little bit more, then lift them off the mat. You didn't think you had that much reach, did you? And then lower it down. Nice job. Beautiful job. You're going to walk your chest forward. Let it slide onto the mat. Head down. Beautiful. Now bring yourself onto your hands. I'd like you to put your toes together and your knees apart. And then we're going to sit back again. Now, what happens here is we get a nice generous opening in our hips. So our hips assist with opening our back up when you have yourself in this position. And this feels easier because it's not as tight. It's very effective. Beautiful. And now we're going to move toward our shoulders a little bit. We're going to do that in our straddle position. So let's take it out into our straddle. So the straddle is basically you sitting on your sit bones with your head over your tailbone, your shoulder blades down. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. I'd love you to just be on your sit bones. So what we're going to do first is take the arms out. And we're just going to do a stop sign, then rotate under, then rotate up. Rotate under and rotate up. There's so much going on in the shoulders and arms right now. And up. Take them under. 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Now release those hands. Then you're going to take one hand across and then the other hand across. I want you to move with it. Move your waist with it. Don't stiffen. And across. So you look in the direction it's going. Good. Last set. And here we go. All right, put one hand down. Bring the other hand up beside your ear. Nice. You're going to hold that and lift out of your body. So I want you to really not lift your glutes off the floor, but lift. There's generosity in here. You can lift out of your body. Good. And hold. Now hinge to the corner of the room. So where the ceiling and and you're staying forward, where the ceiling and the wall meet. Now take it over to the center of the wall. Feels hard when you're doing it this slow, right? And then curl it down so your rib cage meets your hips. We're going to repeat this 3 more times, and we're going to go to the other side first. All right, so bring it down. Roll your shoulder back 4 times. 2, 3. After it does all that work, we want to give it some love. 1, forward. 2, 3, and 4. Let's take it up, straight up. Now I want you to lift it out. Kind of feel that generosity. Come on, lift it out. You got it. Now take it to the corner of that room. Good, keeping everything forward. Center of the wall. Curl it down. And then bring yourself back up. Roll the shoulder back 4 times. 1, 2, shoulders are feeling better. 4, and then forward. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Set 2, bring it up. Do that lift. I want you to feel that lift out of the body, separating that rib cage from the hips. Okay. Corner of the room. Middle of the wall. See how much more extension you have. Don't roll back. You want to stay on those sit bones and then curl it down. And then bring it back up. Roll the shoulder back 4 times. You're going to get a lot of shoulder rolls today. You won't be mad at that. And then forward. All right, let's do the other side again. Lift, 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 lift. I want to feel that like you're reaching something in the ceiling, right? Grabbing onto the trapeze. All right, take it to the corner of the room. I'm counting 8, by the way, every time we do the bend. Now center. Just want you to breathe in and not think about the counting. So that's why I'm not doing it loud. And then curl down. And then bring it back up, roll back. 1, 2, oops, getting cloudy. 3 and 4, and then forward. 1. As you do this, we're going to feel looser and looser. All right, are we paying attention to our lower body? Good. I want you to stay paying attention. If you get cramped or anything, just shake it out. All right, take the arm up. We only have 2 more sets. All right, lift, lift, lift. I want you to get all that extension. All right, corner of the room. Middle of the wall. Open up, don't curl down. I'm talking to myself. And then curl over. The curl over gets me every time, even though it's something we do all the time. When I take it that gradually, it feels completely different. Come on, roll the shoulder back 4 times. 2, it gets looser and looser every time. And then forward. Yeah. Yay. All right, let's do it again. Bring it up. Lift out of there. I want you to separate out. Yeah. Take it to the corner of the room. We make sure we're lifted so that when we go to those corners, we feel the middle of the wall. We are at our best extension. And then curl it over. And then bring it up, shoulder again. We only have 1 more set to go. 2, you're like, why are we doing this so many times? 4, and then forward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, last set. Going up. Lift, lift, lift. Feel that separation. All right, corner of the room. Into the middle of the wall. Keeping open. Don't curl down. Temptation is always there, and then curling over. And push out and bring it up. Last one on this side. Last one forever. Reach, 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 reach. Forever today. And then corner of the room. Beautiful. To the wall. And curl over. All right, bring it up, roll that shoulder back. 2, 3, and forward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, from here, since we did so much flat stuff, we're going to go into rotations. So find your comfortable position. It could be seated butterfly. I just want to make sure that whatever position you're in, you're either even or the leg that's in front will change as we go into each position to the other side. So you want to get away from the leg that's in front. So let's take the arm outside. This is going to be progressive side moves. So you're going to go to the side to begin and hold it right there. Lift your head over your tailbone. So this is really hard. People collapse on the side. I want you to push your fingers out in both directions. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. You can get your head over your tailbone. That's really hard. Good. Now, if you can, we're going to go into a spinal twist. So put your hand on your thigh, drop that other hand behind you, rotate, head and shoulder track to rotate and rotate, lift. There's going to be one more progression after this. So from here, I want you to flatten that back hand and then bring the front hand over the ear and bend backwards, bending your elbow behind you. We're going to do 2 of these on each side. Bring that, when you bring the elbow back up, grab your front leg and then bring yourself safely back to center. All right, let's do that one more time before we go to the other side. So the arms come out and you do the side. Lift, drop the shoulders away from your ears. Make sure your head's over your tailbone. Lift up, you're way up on your sit bones. Then we're going to take it into that spinal twist, rotate and rotate. Drop your shoulders down and rotate. Then lower the hand in the back, dropping yourself down to the elbow or going down toward the elbow and reach your arm overhead. That's pretty awesome. Now put your hand on that front leg and curl yourself back to front. And we're going to switch and go to the other side. All right, get your head over your tailbone. Make sure you're nice and high. Arms go out. You do a rotation. Lift your head over your tailbone. You want to make sure that your arms are extending parallel. Then take it into the spinal twist. Rotate and rotate. Woof, and rotate. So the new one feels different. Flatten the hand, bend the elbow as you bring the arm overhead. Beautiful job. Then bring that arm down and grab that front leg and bring yourself back to center. Last time, take the arms out, rotate around, lift up. Okay, put that hand down, bring yourself into spinal twist. Nice lift. Yeah, and then bring that arm overhead, over the ear, bending that elbow in the back. Grabbing the leg and bring yourself back to center. Now I want you to take yourself over into a reverse tabletop. So let's bring it up and hold it right there. Just hold, pull the belly button to the spine. Try to get your glute up. Don't let your head drop back. Don't force it forward. Just lift, lift, lift. Beautiful. Lower down. Lower your chest onto the floor. Come up into a bridge. Lift, lift, lift. Getting these progressive lifts. And then lower down and putting your hand back into the floor. Extend that leg for reverse plank. All right, slide those legs back in. We're going to do that sequence one more time. Take it up. Good. This is all supported. It could have been the first or second part of the progression. Come down to your bridge and lift. But I like this because it extends just a little bit farther. Lower down, put your hands at your side, extend your legs, lift yourself up into the reverse plank. And flex your feet to bring yourself down and lower down into a forward fold. Tuck under. We're coming around and we're going to take ourselves into our pike. Notice I didn't say downward facing dog because we're going to do some work here. So we're going to start with our pike. Now, you're going to take one knee forward. Ouch. The other heel pushes down. Just keep that position. Keep your arms nice and long through this whole sequence. Then you're going to straighten that same leg and take it straight out behind your hip. You're going to bend the foot above the knee. You're going to take the knee out to the side. You're going to reach back with your foot and then extend as far as you can. Big open side stretch. Trying to stack those knees. Bend that foot behind your knee, lower the knee to the floor, and then bring it back down. Push both heels down. Push the other knee towards the floor. And you're going to correspondingly take the knee down, or the foot on the other side now. All right, reach straight back behind your hips. Bend the foot behind the knee. Rotate the knee to the outside. Extend the foot behind the other leg. Reach, the arms stay long. Straighten that leg out if you can. Bend the foot behind the knee. Lower the knee to the floor. And then release the leg down. Let's do it one more time on each side. First knee goes forward while the other heel goes down. Feel all the complementary stretches. Then take that foot behind you. Bend the foot above the knee. Take the knee out to the side. Reach back with your foot and extend. Keeping your hands pushing into the ground. Bend the foot behind the knee. Rotate the knee downward and reach to the floor. And going to the other side. Pushing that knee toward the floor. Other heel goes down. Put the foot right behind you. Bend the foot above the knee. Rotate the knee to the outside. Reach back with the foot and extend the leg. Bend that foot behind the knee. Lower it or rotate it to the floor. And then lower it down. Paddle those knees. Alternating paddles. Good. Now I want you to push the chest toward the thighs. Push the hands into the floor. Push the heels toward the floor. Get that downward facing dog and walk it in. And I would like you to keep your chest as close to your thighs as possible. So you can put your hands behind your ankles and drop that chest down to the middle. Put your hands on the front of your shins for halfway fold. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And then tuck into your belly and curl yourself all the way up, dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Nice. Whew. We are here in the middle. Wiggle those legs a little bit, wiggle those hips a little bit, get yourself in active position, activate. All right, we're going to slide and slide and slide and slide and slide and slide and slide. 4 more sets. 4 and 3 and 2. We want to just get loose after doing all that releasing. 1, and then I'd like you to put your hands lower on your hips and kick it out. Kick it out. Yeah, just get everything to be happy. Nice. 4 more sets. 4. We got a couple of things to do. 3. Nice. 2. Good. And 1. Both sides. And then take it across. Rotating at the waist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We've got to do sides on the bottom. If you need to hold on for this, take it. That's fine. Take it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. You could touch down every time if you need to. 2. I'm just caring about the hip opening. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower down. Other side. Bring it up. 1, 2. If you're struggling with the balance, hold on. 3, because I really want you to have the, stretch. 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. The foot is neutral, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down, open wide, and washing machine. Let those hands flop like empty coat sleeves. Good. You just bring yourself into awakeness, openness, activity. Good. Last two, last one. Let's breathe it up 3 times. Take it up and down. 2 more up and down. Last time up and down. Thank you for coming to stretch. I tried to make it a progressive release. Hope that worked.